Now, the atmosphere in Bayelsa mirrors the tensions observed in other states, characterized by violence and protest during the 2019 election across 8 local government areas. Now, recent events illustrate the gravity of the situation. The unrest seems to stem from backing and support of high-ranking and wealthy politicians in 3 states who seem determined, to employ political thugs to intimidate their opponents. These actions have drawn commentary from election experts, political analysts, and concerned Nigerians, who all express concern about the negative impact of these activities on the forthcoming November governorship election. Bayelsa State, situated in the southern region of Nigeria, has a history of encountering security challenges during electoral periods. These challenges significantly contribute to low voter turnout, ultimately impacting the democratic process in the state. Now, to address these security concerns, various efforts have been initiated to enhance security measures. Now, both governmental and law enforcement initiatives aims create a safe and peaceful electoral environment. Despite these efforts, the persistent tensions continue to deter citizens from exercising their voting right. Now, have you got a question for my guest today? The phone lines are open. The phone lines is 0700 1021 1021. I'll take that again, 0700 1021 1021. We will be open shortly, and in the meantime, you can also send your WhatsApp message to 090 722 45018. 090 7224 5018. We'll take a breather here now, and when we return, we'll begin the conversation. Stay tuned.
Welcome to On Record.
Every word matters.
What I want to do is to take Nigeria from consumption to production.
My name is Mr. Innocent Chuboma. I started by trading on motorcycle scrappers.
They really ask, how much is the Nigerian life worth?
Policing is everybody's business, not the business of the men on uniform alone.
We will establish student loan 4 years course. Must be 4 years course.
When you dispense, a pharmacist dispenses a drug to a patient, the name of the drug must be written on the envelope.
On Record is a 45-minute program where we discuss the actions, inactions of government, ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as business and health affairs that shape our worldview.
Join us 9 a.m. every weekday on your urban lifestyle station, High Impact 102.1 FM. On Record.
Every word matters.
Are you looking for an avenue to blast your brand? Why not let us be your detonator at High Impact Radio 102.1 FM with Got You Covered. For advert placement, sponsorship, partnership, call us on 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, 0902 745 3931, or send an email to info@highimpactstudio.com.
Do you know bad production can kill a great content idea?
Do you want to have a photo shoot, audio production, or do you need a professional voiceover artist?
Do you simply want unmatched cinematography, video production, or just event coverage, such as weddings, birthdays, or burials?
Or do you need a space for meetings or conferences? All these are possible with High Impact Studios. Don't bring down your creativity, let's help you take it high.
And out of this world with our state-of-the-art equipment and first-class studio space.
We give you the quality you deserve at the best rate.
For more details, call 0706 393 5694 or 0915 958 1881. High Impact Studios, the future.
Ade, where are you cruising this weekend?
Omo, I'm lounging on High Impact Cruise.
What's that?
Oh, you haven't heard about Eugene 1? A luxurious ultra-modern 4-story yacht. Omo, me and Dele chop life. Fabulous music. Then live band play. 3-course meal, and different exotic drinks on top Lagos water for 4 hours.
So how far now? What's the level?
You too can come on a cruise and have an unbeatable experience on the waters of Lagos. Dance, drinks, and 3-course meals on Eugene 1. Call 0705-095-5987 or 0806-483-1491. Now for bookings.
Guy, I'm coming with you.
No. I already arranged with Pat now.
You mean my part?
High Impact Cruise. Dream, discover, explore.
Welcome to On Record.
Every word matters.
What I want to do is to take Nigeria from consumption to production.
My name is Mr. Innocent Chuguma. I started by trading on motorcycle spare parts.
They really ask, how much is the Nigerian life worth?
Policing is everybody's business, not the business of the men on uniform alone.
We will establish student loan 4 years course. Must be 4 years course.
When you dispense, a pharmacist dispenses a drug to a patient, the name of the drug must be written on the envelope.
On Record is a 45-minute program where we discuss the actions, inactions of government, ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as business and health affairs that shape our worldview.
Join us 9 a.m. every weekday on your urban lifestyle station, High Impact 102.1 FM. On Record.
Every word matters.
Welcome back to On Record, where every word matters, and the topic for discussion today is the off-season pose and rising security tensions. Don't forget, our phone lines are opened right about now, so you can call us on 0700 1021 1021 0700 1021 1021. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 097 224 5018 097 224 5018. We'll be looking at the off-season polls. As you all know, November 11th, 3 states will determine the chief security officer of their states. That's Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa. Now, there has been a lot of tensions regarding this election, and also there's been a lot of mixed reaction looking back at the presidential election, which happened recently, and the governorship election, and the outcome of the election, the violence, the vote buying, and all that. Even after the election, the Supreme Court verdict, some parties did not agree with that. I know the Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi gave a press conference recently, days ago, and he said he did not accept the verdict of the Supreme Court. So we have a lot of this, and a lot of people have also talked about INEC not living up to their responsibilities, talking about before the presidential election, so much was earmarked for this election, for the general elections, and we were told that results will be transmitted electronically. Now, days to the off-season polls, INEC have also said that these elections will not be transmitted electronically. Now, which brings questions to what the Electoral Act is all about, and maybe there should be some sort of overhauling, some sort of going into the Electoral Act and see if we can revamp or if we can review the Electoral Act to see how it can best suit us. Because whether we like it or not, all Nigerians want is a free, fair, and credible elections. That's all we want ever. That's all we want. Is we want to have a country whereby democracy is what we are practicing. The government for the people, by the people, and for the people. That is what the people want. And I remember just days ago, a person said that why don't we just allow the Supreme Court to just appoint who rules us? That's not the responsibility of the Supreme Court. Your votes count. You have that right. And that is why we always encourage people to go out and get their voters card. Because whether you like it or not, even if you're not planning to vote, but having that voters card gives you that right, gives you that opportunity to decide whether you want to vote and who you want to vote for. Now, not even having a voters card takes away that right. So that's why we always encourage people to always go and get your voter's card, whether you like it or not. Get your PVC, because it gives you that right. You have the opportunity, you have that mindset to say, okay, this is the person I want to vote for. Now, these three states that are going to have elections this Saturday, a lot has been said about this state. Let's start with Imo State. Now, there had been tensions before now in Imo State between the NLC and, of course, the state government. A protest went on some couple of days ago, and we saw what happened to the NLC president, that's Joe Ajaero. He was brutalized. He accused the state government of being involved. The state government also accused him of being partisan in politics. There's been a lot of back and forth, and just yesterday, the NLC grounded all flights to Imo State, declaring the governor of the state as Governor Hope Uzodimma persona non grata. Now, that alone is another tension that we are not we do not need at this point in time, because the election is just Saturday and you going toe to toe with the state government. Whether we like it or not, there's also the fact of the power of incumbency. A lot of people have always said that, you know, the incumbent governor has some sort of power that he can be manipulated, can be overexercised, you know, in a way that might favor him. That's another point of angle we need to also look at. But let's open the phone lines to you. What do you think? What are your thoughts towards this election? Do you have positive feeling about the election? Do you think that the election will be free and fair, just like the security agencies have said? The police command have also warned perpetrators of violence and crime to stay away. 67,000 policemen, security agencies, I beg your pardon, 67,000 policemen have been deployed to these states to make sure that these elections go smooth and credible. And INEC have also assured us that this election would also be free and fair. So what are your thoughts towards these elections in these three states, Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa states? The phone lines 090 722 45018, 090 722 45018. You can also send your, I beg your pardon, the phone lines is 0700 1021 1021, 0700 1021 1021, and the WhatsApp message where you can send your WhatsApp messages to is 090 722 45018, 090 722 45018. We're going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the discussion.
Do you know where we're going this Christmas?
Do you want to know what we are up to?
Our daddy is taking us to Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort to experience Christmas magic and more.
Yay! I love magical experiences. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mommy says there will be ice cream and delicious meals,
plus the Ferris wheel and other fun rides in the mini playground. Experience magic like never before this Christmas from the 22nd of December to the 2nd of January 2024 at Impact Planet.
Located at Kilometer 12, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, opposite Mountain Top University, Ibadan, Ogun State.
You better be there, or you miss out on all the fun we are going to be having. Tell your mommy and daddy that there will be a 10% discount when they book a minimum of 2 nights between October 9th and November 31st.
Wow. For more inquiries, visit www.highimpactplanet.com or call 0814-229-9590 or 0812-271-4373.
High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort. Fun just got real!
If it's public opinion, expert analysis, information that matters to you, we have it on record Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on High Impact 102.1 FM. Call us 0700-1021-1021. WhatsApp 0907-224-5018.
Welcome back to On Record, where every word matters. The topic for discussion today is the off-season polls and rising security tensions. Don't forget our phone lines are open, 0700 1021 1021. WhatsApp messages to 090 722 45018, 090 722 45018. Another area we need to look at is the electronic collation of results. Now, just today or just yesterday, INEC said that electronic collation is illegal. That's what the INEC are saying basically right now. And it's coming from the papers. It says here that presiding officers are expected to use the bimodal voter accreditation system, that's BVAS, to snap the form EC8A and upload the same to IREV after the conclusion of all processes at various polling units. Now, however, people need to understand that IREV is not for collating election results or determining the winner, while BVAS is also not an electronic voting machine. Now, this is coming from Oyekomi. Yes, it's coming from Oyekomi, that's the Chief Press Secretary to INEC Chairman, that's Rotimi Oyekomi. He made the clarification yesterday, just as also the police warned that, they warned the organized label against intimidating voters during the election in the state. That's Imo State particularly. So now INEC have come out to say that, the IREV, I beg your pardon, that bimodal voter accreditation will be used to snap the form and upload it to the IREV. So there's no form of transmission of result electronically. That is what INEC is saying basically now. So what that means is you might have to wait. Once you cast your vote, you might have to wait to guard your vote and also be there to know that, or to witness the declaring of the result if you want to. And if you want to leave, it's fine by you. If you want to stay and see the whole polling station and see everything, the election process go through, and the winner in your polling unit declared, you can also do that. So, but the major thing now is, how will we be able to make sure that this election is free of vote buying? Whether we like it or not, vote buying is one of the major obstacles during elections. People tend to want to use some amount of money to induce people. A lot of people have talked about how it is very hard sometimes. Now, when you look at it, someone, let's say for instance, a random person who has not eaten the day before, the night before, he goes out to vote. Now he's hungry, very hungry, and someone approaches him or her and offers him 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira. It's a big temptation. It takes a lot of integrity to resist that temptation, because he has not eaten, especially if he has families at home waiting or expecting him to come home with something, and he's been approached with 10,000 naira, 5,000 naira. That don't worry, just stamp for this political party. Don't worry, we'll give you 10,000 naira. It's not going to be easy. So that's another area you have to also, while we are always criticizing people are always against vote buying, we also need to take into cognizance that sometimes these people, the vulnerable ones among them, are the ones that are being approached. The partisans, the market women, the traders, people who have very little, earning very little, and you approach them with 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira and you expect them to reject it. I mean, it has to do with conscience, it has to do with integrity, it has to do with a whole lot of things. You have to weigh in your options that, okay, if I take this 10,000 naira, my family will be okay this night. But maybe for the next 4 years, if it's not the right person that is being voted into power, well, we might all bear the consequences. So we also have to look at that. Now, there are so many underlying factors and historical context that contribute to the recurrent security tensions during electoral period, especially in Imo State, Kogi, even Bayelsa State. I mean, so there are a lot of things we need to also look at. Don't forget the phone lines are still open. That's 0700 1021 1021. Call us. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's hear, even though, yes, there are a lot of tensions towards this election, but we also need to be very optimistic. Whether we like it or not, we need to be optimistic. We need to approach the election day with so much optimism. Go there, believe that your vote counts, because that is what matters. Now, there's also the talk of voter apathy. Some people are saying, well, I don't need to vote after all. I mean, we all know who's going to win. They know who the winner is. Now, that's a very wrong mindset to have. Whether you like it or not, you determine who would win. It's your vote that matters. If just one person's vote could determine a winner, just one person's vote will determine a winner, whether we like it or not. Yes, there will be vote buying. Yes, there will be election violence and all that. But you see, the thing is, when political leaders know that the people, the electorate, are not scared to come out and vote, that is a threat to them, whether you like it or not, because they know that whether they like it or not, you cannot intimidate these people. They will come out to vote no matter what happens. We've seen cases during the election where a woman was brutalized, but she went back to vote. Now, that's the courage, that's the spirit of democracy. That's the spirit we should all have, whether we like it or not. Let's go on a short break. The program is still on record where every word matters. I'm Olumide Shokoya. Stay tuned.
This, you, your family, and friends cruising glass full and having the time of your lives this Christmas. That's right, this Christmas at High Impact Cruise, we are turning up the fun factor to 11. Join us on December 10th at our Fresco Cruise. Treat yourselves to an extraordinary night of indulgence surrounded by Lagos water. On December 25th for the Santa Cruise, and on December 26th for our Silent Disco Cruise. Bid farewell to the year in style at the Groovy Cruise on December 30th. And start the new year with a bang at the Symphony Cruise on January 1st. All cruises are on lock from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. This December is gonna be lit. For inquiries, please call 0815-181-9580 or 0818-824-5734 or visit www.highimpactcruise.com. You can visit us at High Impact Cruise Boarding Terminal opposite Lagos House, Outer Marina, Lagos. High Impact Cruise. Dream, discover, explore.
Ade, where are you cruising this weekend?
Omo, I'm lounging on High Impact Cruise.
What's that?
Oh, you haven't heard about Eugene One, a luxurious ultra-modern 4-story yacht. Omo, me and Dele chop life. Fabulous music, then live band play, 3-course meal and different exotic drinks on top Lagos water for 4 hours.
So how far now? What's the level?
You too can come on a cruise and have an unbeatable experience on the waters of Lagos. Dance, drinks, and 3-course meals on Eugene One. Call 0705-095-5987 or 0806-483-1491. Now for bookings.
Guy, I'm coming with you.
Ha, no. I already arranged with Pat now.
You mean my Pat?
High Impact Cruise. Dream, discover, explore.
If it's public opinion, expert analysis, information that matters to you, we have it on record Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on High Impact 102.1 FM. Call us 0700-1021-1021. WhatsApp 0907-224-5018.
Welcome back to On Record, where every word matters. We're looking at the off-season polls, the November 11 governorship election holding in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa State. Now, yesterday, the Inspector General of Police, that's IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, conveyed a crucial meeting with key stakeholders in Kogi State. That's in his continued commitment to ensuring a peaceful and secure electoral process during the November 11 off-circle gubernatorial elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and of course Kogi State. Now, the Inspector General of Police also encouraged political leaders to play a significant role in maintaining peace by promoting a culture of non-violence among their supporters and ensuring that the electoral process is conducted without any form of intimidation or coercion. Now, the key words I would like to pick out here is intimidation, coercion, and non-violence. Those are the key words here. Intimidation. Now, during the presidential elections, we saw there were so many videos that went viral. We saw a polling unit whereby one political thug was saying, if you are not coming to vote for this particular party, do not come here. That's intimidation. That's not what we want during this off-season circle. Non-violence, that's what we want. I remember during the presidential polls, when I went out, there was a particular polling unit. I remember very well. We were just passing that polling unit and we saw a political thug. He carried the ballot box. He opened it and he threw the ballot papers right in front of us. He tore it and he ran away. I mean, and just a couple of meters away, there were security agencies, so we quickly alerted them that, there's a polling unit here that one of the political thugs went there and has torn the ballot papers, and they went there. But these are some of the things. But I think that's why the peace accord signing was brought up first in first place, so that political leaders can sign. Political leaders can show some sort of responsibility that, yes, I do not want any violence. That's why former President Goodluck Jonathan would always come to my mind during his the election that saw former President Buhari come in. I remember that Goodluck Jonathan said that no life is worth my ambition, and he relinquished power just then during the election when the results were being announced. He said that no election or nobody's blood is worth my ambition. That's the mindset that I think political leaders need to have, that no person's life is worth losing for this for power, for entry, for acquiring power. And I think if we start to see governance as governance, not acquiring power, I think that's the mentality we need to really have, or we need to have an approach towards, that we are going into governance. We're going to govern people. We're not going to acquire power. We're not going to acquire wealth. That is the way we should go about it. So just like the Inspector General has come out, he has had meetings with key stakeholders, to find a way to maintain peace, and that is the only thing that can also, bring about positive change. It can also create some positiveness in the minds of the electorate. People generally do not want to go out because of violence, because you think about it that, okay, if I'm going to leave my house now and go and vote, I might come back with a wound, I might come out with something, bruises. Why not just stay at home with my family and enjoy, and whatever happens, I take it like that. That's how some people are looking at this whole election circle. So, but the onus is on the leaders. If the leaders show responsibility, if they lead by example, by coming out. I remember in the papers it was said that the particular governor failed to appear for the peace accord signing. Now that's not a sign of responsibility. We should always be able to, we should be responsible to the people who we want to govern. Because at the end of the day, we are going into governance to govern people. We are going into governance to take care of things that people normally want. And I know so many times a lot of people have said that in the abroad, that if you are living abroad, if half of your prayers are already answered because the government is actually doing most of the things. But that's how people say, people living abroad, that's how they say. But I think that this election should not be a do or die affair. Even though 67,000 policemen have been deployed, it almost feels like it's a war zone, but it should not be a do or die affair. The victors, the losers should all take it in peace. They should all embrace good sportsmanship. Our phone lines are still open: 0700 1021 1021. 0700 1021 1021. WhatsApp messages to 090 722 45018. 090 722 45018. The program is still on record. We're going on a short break and we're right back.
Avenue to blast your brand. Why not let us be your detonator at High Impact Radio 102.1 FM with Gachi Cover. For advert placement, sponsorship, partnership, call us on 0706 393 5694. 0915 958 1881, 0902 745 3931, or send an email to info@highimpactstudio.com.
Do you know bad production can kill a great content idea?
Do you want to have a photo shoot, audio production, or do you need a professional voiceover artist?
Do you simply want unmatched cinematography, video production, or just event coverage, such as weddings, birthdays, or burials?
Or do you need a space for meetings or conferences? All these are possible with High Impact Studios. Don't bring down your creativity, let's help you take it high.
And out of this world with our state-of-the-art equipment and first-class studio space.
We give you the quality you deserve at the best rate.
For more details, call 0706 393 5694 or 0915 958 1881. High Impact Studios, the future.
Get ready to experience Christmas magic and more from December 22, 2023 to 2nd of January 2024 at High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort this holiday season. Woo-hoo! We've got 3 fantastic rides, indoor football, splashing swimming pool, epic arcade games, and many more in a mega secure environment right here in Nigeria. Enjoy easy peasy commute with no traffic to kilometer 12 Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ibadan, Ogun State. Don't miss the early bird offer with a super duper 10% discount on apartment prices when you book a minimum of 2 nights from October 9th to November 31st, 2023. Visit www.iimpactplanet.com or call 081-4229-9509 or 0812-271-4373 for more details.
This place is like the only amusement park resort in Nigeria. I like the games I did, the rides I took, the food was even nice, and they know how to like treat people.
High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort, the destination of choice.
Welcome back to On the Record, where every word matters, and we're looking at the off-season polls and rising insecurity. Yes, don't forget the phone lines are still open. You can call us and give your thoughts towards this coming election. That's 0700 1021 1021, 0700 1021 1021. You can send WhatsApp messages to 090 722 45018, 090 722 45018. Now, another report coming in says just at least 3 persons have been killed with several others injured in separate attacks in Kogi and Bayelsa State ahead of Saturday's gubernatorial election. Now, this is also coming on the heels of the alleged attacks on the opposition in Imo State, where an election is also taking place on Saturday. Now, while the incumbent governor Yaya Bello, of course, of the All Progressive Congress, is concluding his second term and only hoping to install his preferred candidate, that's Dodo. Now, the governor of Imo State, that's Hope Uzodinma, and that of Bayelsa State, Durodiri of the People's Democratic Party, are also contesting for the second term. Now, just like I said, violence is something that we need to try as much as possible to stay away from. Just days before the election, 3 persons have been killed already. Now, there's also been reports of accusations flying here and there. That's coming from the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. It says that Diri Silva trade words over violence and arms stockpiling. Now, arms stockpiling. This is something that we always hear about. We hear when during elections that people are always piling up weapons to perpetrate violence during election. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't. We shouldn't be hearing of this. And even as much as this is still an allegation, it's part of the reason why the NLC grounded flight in Imo State because they are of the view that maybe people might want to come from outside the state to perpetrate violence. So by grounding flight, you might. But just like our guest said earlier on this morning, the people who want to perpetrate this violence could make use of the people on ground in the state. They can make use of that. So even if you ground flights outside Imo State, they can make use of the thugs, the political thugs in the state to perpetrate violence. But I think one of the things that we also need to look at is our electoral laws. We need to look at our electoral laws. Now, I know INEC is saddled with the responsibility of determining who gets to be the winner of an election. I think the scope of which they cover should be broader than that. For instance, if INEC could hold some of our political leaders accountable, for instance, if violence is being perpetrated on behalf of a political party, I believe there should be some sort of punishment, some sort of consequences for not only the political thug, but the party which the political thug represents. I think that would also deter people, political leaders, from perpetrating violence. Because if you know that if so person goes out to perpetrate crime in my name or in my party's name, I'll probably be disqualified or I'll probably get punished for it. I would appeal more. I would do more to appeal to all our polling agents, party agents, political thugs that please do not go and perpetrate crime. It will affect my chances of winning. I think that's one of the things that we also need to look at. Also, INEC also needs to look at the area of certificate forgery. Now, there's been so much rabble-rousing around this matter, certificate forgery. Now, while INEC would always say that political parties should take care of that, and also security agents too, they screen most of these political parties candidates for any discrepancies when it comes to insecurity and all that. But I think maybe if INEC is saddled with that responsibility of screening certificates of some of these political candidates, it would also avail us some sort of trouble in the future. I mean, if you look at a particular minister who, after she was being inaugurated, after she was being appointed, we found out that she had some discrepancies with NYSC, the National Youth Service Corps, saying, I mean, they are claiming that she has not yet finished her youth service. Now, if we have a body that takes care of screening of political screening of certificates, I think that would also it would also avail us. It would also create some sort of transparency in governance. So that's one of the things that I think we also need, the areas we also need to look at. The program is still on record where every word matters. We're looking at the off-season polls coming up November 11, this Saturday, November 11 in Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa State. Don't forget the phone lines are still open, 0700 1021 1021. You can send your WhatsApp message to 090 7224 5018. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll round off the program.
Welcome to On Record.
Every word matters.
What I want to do is to take Nigeria from consumption to production. My name is Mr. Innocent Chuboma. I started by trading on motorcycle spare parts.
They really ask, how much is the Nigerian life worth?
Policing is everybody's business, not the business of the men on uniform alone.
We will establish student loan 4 years course. Must be 4 years course.
When you dispense, a pharmacist dispenses a drug to a patient, the name of the drug must be written on the envelope.
On Record is a 45-minute program where we discuss the actions, inactions of government, ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as business and health affairs that shape our worldview.
Join us 9 a.m. every weekday on your urban lifestyle station, High Impact 102.1 FM. On Record.
Every word matters.
Welcome back to On Record, where every word matters on High Impact 102.1 FM. We've been talking about the off-season polls coming up November 11 in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State. I would like to apologize for, due to some unforeseen technicalities, our guest was unavoidably not here today, and we'll apologize for that. But this is where we draw the curtains on the program On Record, where every word matters. Special thanks to my producers, that's Temitokwe Arogundade and Elizabeth Aino. Many thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned to High Impact 102.1 FM for more exciting programs. I am Olumide Shukoya. Good morning.
If it's public opinion, expert analysis, information that matters to you, we have it on record Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on High Impact 102.1 FM. Call us 0700-1021-1021. WhatsApp 0907-224-5018.